Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rob, this is RH Midwest Comics, and you didn't see this one coming. First time I'm doing a Copper Age price update. So we've been doing Silver Age and Bronze Age price updates for a couple years now. I did not say I was going to do a Copper Age one, but I did it, and I want to get into it. I picked 4 of the biggest Copper Age keys from the comic book world. And here they are. We're going to add more to them as time goes by, but we're starting out with these 4, okay? So Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8, first appearance of the Black Suit, Amazing Spider-Man 252, Origin of the Symbiote, Amazing Spider-Man 300, first appearance of Venom, and New Mutants 98, first appearance of Deadpool. All right, so let's get into it. You guys know how I do it. I use GPA. It's all universal sales data. Includes sales from 2000 through 2024. So we've got 5 years worth of data. Again, only blue labels, no purple labels, no green labels, no yellow labels, just blue. Grades 9 through 9.8. And I did that because there is so much data on Copper Age books. A large majority of sales are in the high grades. Once you get below 9, the sales really start dropping off compared to Bronze Age and Silver Age, where the sales are really spread out through all the different grades. So we're just doing 9.0 through 9.8 and direct issues only. No newsstand. The newsstand sales are kind of few and far between. So we're just doing direct issues, and there are a ton of them. All right, let's get into it. First book, Secret Wars number 8. Again, first appearance of the Black Suit. Here is the trend for the first 4 years from 2020 all the way through the end of 2023. The average price for this book ended at $275. And remember, this is the average of all the grades 9 through 9.8. And I'll show you the individual grades as well before we go on to the next book. I'll do that with all the books. But let's see what happened in 2024. I'm just going to let it roll here. So a little bit down, then a few up months, and then it ended on a down note, ending the year at $260. So down $15 for the year, 5% overall. So not a huge drop. And you could almost kind of call it even because there were so many ups and downs. Interesting year for the book. Here are the individual grades, and I added some pricing on there too, which I haven't done for the other books because there are so many different grades. But again, right, 9.0 through 9.8. Here you can see the individual grades. 3 of them went down in price. 2 of them actually went up in price, the 9.2 and the 9.4. And you can see where the price ended in 2023 and then where it ended in 2024 in December, okay? So overall, not a bad year for the book. Again, a majority of the grades did decline. And I've had a few questions about why do I do averages? Well, it's because I use GPA data, and GPA uses averages. Some people are suggesting we should use means. I get it. Sometimes it's better to use means. Sometimes it's better to use averages. There is no perfect way to do it. I use averages because I use GPA data. They use averages as well, and I want to be as aligned to them as possible. So that is Secret Wars number 8. Down for the year, but not by much. All right, let's get into the origin of the symbiote. Amazing Spider-Man number 252, classic cover, again, wearing the black suit. Here's the trend of 2000 through 2023 in those 4 years. A lot of turbulence here, especially during 2022. Look at that. A lot of ups and downs, not very smooth. But let's let it roll and see what happened in 24. So it ended at a $514 book on average, and then more turbulence, ups and downs, and then it ended the year, the last 6 months, kind of steady. But overall, still down a little over $100, 22% for the year. And the individual grades, again, right? If you were to take out the 9.8, you were almost even, right? Couple grades up, couple grades down. That 9.8, 36% down for the year really drove the average, right? And that's, again, why we like to show the grades so that you can get an idea of what's really driving this graph. All right, so kind of similar to Secret Wars number 8. 3 grades went down, 2 went up, but overall down 22% for the year, mostly being driven by the 9.8. All right, next book. First appearance of Venom, Amazing Spider-Man number 300. It ended 2023 at just under a $1,200 book on average. Here we go. 2024, for the most part, pretty much down the whole year. Some small upticks, but down over $200, or exactly $200, I should say. Overall, 17% for the year. When I showed the individual grades, man, it was an ugly year for ASM 300. So a little bit of a different story compared to the first two books. This is just red all over the place. You can see the prices of the individual grades as well. So not a good year for Venom in terms of pricing. All right. And then our fourth book, first appearance of Deadpool, New Mutants 98. Ended the year $562 on average. What happened? A lot of ups here. Look at that. Almost 5 or 6 months in a row going up. And then the rest of the year pretty much went back down. December, slight uptick. End of the year, $507. So about $55 down. So that's almost exactly 10% for the year. In individual grades, kind of like the other books, 3 grades down, 2 up. The 9.2 was barely down. It lost $1. So you can almost call that one even. All right. And now I like to do the combined data. So just show the results for the year, for all of 2024. You put all this data together for these big keys, what I consider 4 of the biggest keys of the Copper Age, maybe the 4 biggest. And here's what it looked like. Again, ended 2023, $630. Then as we go, you can kind of guess what was going to happen. Every single month went down with the exception of September, a little bit of an uptick there. So it went down almost $100 for the year. So overall, the big Copper Age keys are down 15% for the year. Not a big surprise based on what we just saw on all the individual books. And again, here's a summary of each of them. I guess the worst of the worst here is ASM 300. Every single grade going the wrong direction. All right. So that is our summary for the Copper Age. I know it was a quick one, but I wanted to get into it. Show you these keys. I haven't done Copper Age before, and I've had people asking about it. Definitely more affordable books than, Silver Age and Bronze Age, where you get into like $10,000 books and above. So it's nice to show some data of books that, are selling constantly. I have these grades selling multiple times every single month, whereas with the other eras, you kind of have to skip months to get data because they don't sell as often. So this was nice to go through. Coming soon. I know you've seen this in the other videos. What do we have coming up next? Copper Age, we're going to add Incredible Hulk number 340. Classic McFarlane cover with Wolverine and his claws. Then for Bronze Age, again, like I already told you, Johnny Blaze, first appearance, Marvel Spotlight number 5. And then Silver Age, first appearance of Thor and Journey into Mystery 83. Going to be doing them. Look for them in the next couple weeks here. I'm going to do Bronze Age and Silver Age next. Then I'll do Copper Age more towards the end of February. Hope you liked it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what other books you want me to add. And until next time, have a great day.